back in this game.
Look here, Travis Kelce and his fiance here at the game.
Oh, Travis Kelce. That's good to have him here, an Ohio native, a Cleveland native.
Shaker
good to have
Heights,
him in
right?
the Shaker Heights.
Hi, Eliana. Thank you. Taylor, I love you. Hi, it's so nice to meet you.
If we say we can do it, it will just happen. This is the whole show is about manifesting.
Just speak it into existence.
Somebody behind the scenes is panicking. Right?
Everybody be cool. Be cool, everybody. Be cool.
Travis Kelce just confirmed the wedding date. He did not say it out loud. He did not post it on Instagram. He did not announce it during a press conference. He confirmed it by doing the one thing that tells fans everything they need to know. He pulled out of his own event. On the latest New Heights podcast, Travis told his brother Jason and the listeners that he will not be attending the 2026 Beer Bowl. The Beer Bowl is the annual charity event tied to the New Heights podcast and the Eagles Autism Foundation. It happens every summer. It is one of the biggest fan-facing events the Kelce brothers host together, and this year it is scheduled for June 26th in Sea Isle City, New Jersey. That is exactly 7 days before the rumored July 3rd wedding in New York City. Travis pulling out of Beer Bowl 7 days before July 3rd is the strongest signal he has ever given about the wedding date. Fans figured it out within minutes. The timeline adds up, the math checks out, and the man who has spent months dodging every direct wedding question just gave it all away by canceling one charity event. Let me walk you through exactly why this matters and everything else happening around the wedding right now.
I found out you were in London on the internet. That was fun.
London is fun, Jason.
Here is why the Beer Bowl skip is so significant. Travis also skipped Beer Bowl in 2024. That year he was in Europe with Taylor during the Eras tour. The pattern is now established. When Travis has something bigger happening with Taylor, he pulls out of Beer Bowl. In 2024, it was the tour. In 2026, it is the wedding. The event is a week before July 3rd. No groom in history clears his schedule for an entire week. Before the wedding, just to relax. He is clearing it because the final week of wedding preparation is the most intense stretch of the entire planning cycle. Final fittings, final walkthroughs, final guest confirmations, final security briefings, final rehearsal dinners. Travis needs every single day of that week free, and Beer Bowl, as much as he loves it, simply cannot compete with the biggest day of his life. The same podcast episode also had a moment that Swifties caught immediately. Producer Brandon Borders joked that the podcast is all about manifesting.
If we say we can do it, it will just happen. This is the whole show is about manifesting.
Just speak it into existence.
Somebody behind the scenes is panicking. Right? This is even more preposterous than we can pull this off. No, somebody other than me is probably panicking right now, but I'm going to keep very cool about that. Yeah, sure. It seems great. I'm chill.
Everybody
I'm
be
chill
cool. Be cool, everybody. Be cool.
Heart rate is not going up at all. It's going to be live broadcast.
Carly's
everywhere.
shaking her head.
That's what Carly does. She just shakes her head and it happens. It's fine.
The word manifesting is loaded in the TV's universe. It traces back to the now legendary moment in 2023 when Travis first publicly mentioned Taylor on the podcast. That was the moment that essentially launched their entire relationship. Travis talked about trying to give Taylor a friendship bracelet with his phone number on it during the Eras tour.
I was a little butthurt. I didn't get to hand her one of the bracelets I made for her.
You made her a bracelet?
Yeah. If you're up on Taylor Swift concerts, there are friendship bracelets, and I received a bunch of them being there, but I wanted to give Taylor Swift one with my number on it. Not right now.
Your number's in 87 or your phone number?
You know which one.
Taylor later joked that the podcast helped start everything between them. The manifesting callback on this episode was subtle, but fans caught it instantly, and the fact that it landed in the same episode where Travis confirmed he is skipping Beer Bowl made the connection even stronger. Travis is manifesting all over again, except this time he is not manifesting a first date, he is manifesting a wedding.
This podcast has done a lot for me. I owe a lot to this podcast. This podcast got me a boyfriend ever since Travis decided to use it as his personal dating app about 2 years ago. So
Now here is the story that has the entire Kelce family on edge. Sources confirmed in the last 24 hours that Taylor is reportedly withholding all wedding details from Travis's father, Ed Kelce. Not some details, all of them. Ed is reportedly being kept in the dark because he is considered a loose cannon who cannot be trusted with private information. The reasoning is rooted in what happened last August. When Taylor and Travis announced their engagement, they wanted to control the narrative and share the details on their own terms. Then Ed sat down with a local news station and told them everything when the proposal happened. Where it happened, how Travis got Taylor outside for a glass of wine before popping the question. He even mentioned that Taylor had been getting antsy about waiting for the proposal. Every single detail that Taylor and Travis had not yet shared publicly, Ed gave away on camera.
He made a nice little floral garden around a gazebo. He got her out there. So she got to dinner. He said, "Let's go out and have a glass of wine." And she got out there, and they got out there, and that's when he asked her, and it was beautiful. She got, they started FaceTiming me and their mother.
The moment reportedly pushed Taylor over the edge, and now, heading into the biggest day of her life, she has reportedly decided that Ed will not be given access to any wedding logistics. Ed is still expected to attend the ceremony itself. He is Travis's father. He will be in the family photos. He will be at the reception. But the specifics, the venue address, the timing, the security plan, the guest logistics are reportedly not being shared with him. Sources describe the situation as controversial. Some people inside the family understand why Taylor made the call. Others feel it is extreme. Travis is reportedly caught in the middle. He loves his father, but also understands that the engagement leak happened and cannot be repeated with the wedding. The dynamic is complicated, and it is playing out in real time just 43 days before the ceremony. The prenup situation is also still a major story. Sources confirmed the couple will almost certainly sign a prenuptial agreement before July 3rd. Taylor is worth an estimated $2 billion. Travis is at approximately $90 million. The biggest decision is which state to draft the prenup in. Prenup laws vary dramatically across the country. Rhode Island is reportedly the front runner. It strongly enforces agreements, protects separate property aggressively, and gives judges very little leeway to rewrite terms.
If you're spending too much time thinking about the prenup before the wedding, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying
for anyone. Yeah. But at the same time, she makes millions and millions, and he's a rich guy too. I mean, wouldn't that make sense to get a prenup? Do you think they should?
I think they should live in Kansas City. I just hope that's what they do.
That matters enormously for Taylor, whose music catalog and business empire are growing in value every single year. New York is reportedly the worst option despite the wedding being there. Judges in New York are known for closely scrutinizing prenups and sometimes invalidating them entirely. For a $2 billion fortune, that level of judicial discretion is a risk Taylor's legal team reportedly refuses to take. Kansas is the runner-up. Tennessee is in the middle. California has been ruled out. The state they choose now will follow them for the rest of the marriage regardless of where they live. Taylor is also still personally calling every celebrity guest instead of sending printed invitations. The strategy is designed to prevent leaks. She gives the date and the city, but not the venue. She is asking guests to keep their summer schedules flexible. The address will reportedly only be revealed on the day of the wedding itself. The phone call approach connects directly to both the Ed Kelce situation and the wider leak problem. Taylor is done trusting paper invitations. She is done trusting intermediaries. She is making the calls herself because it is the only method she can fully control.
We have learned that she is not actually sending out save the dates. Instead, guys, she is actually calling people and telling them, hey, keep this date.
All those spam calls, because I figured Travis, he would have called me by now. So
you would think.
I got to make sure that's okay. But this is actually a genius move.
The wedding planning timeline is now entering its most critical phase. Travis signed a new one-year deal with the Chiefs that has been described as a farewell deal. The team has reorganized their off-season schedule around the July 3rd date. Mandatory minicamp ends June 11th. The Beer Bowl is June 26th, which Travis is skipping. The wedding is reportedly July 3rd. Training camp starts approximately July 22nd. That gives Travis a 19-day window between the last major football commitment and the start of the next season. The wedding falls right in the middle of that window. Every single piece of the calendar is aligned, and the Beer Bowl skip is the final piece of evidence fans needed to be convinced. So here's the bottom line. Travis Kelce confirmed he is skipping Beer Bowl on June 26th, just 7 days before the rumored July 3rd wedding. He skipped Beer Bowl in 2024 while in Europe with Taylor during the Eras Tour. The pattern is established. The manifesting callback on the podcast sent fans into a spiral. Taylor has reportedly cut Travis's father Ed from all wedding details because he is considered a loose cannon who already leaked engagement information on television last August. Ed will still attend the wedding but reportedly does not know the specifics. The prenup is being finalized with Rhode Island as the frontrunner state. New York is the worst option. Taylor is personally calling every guest by phone. The venue address will not be shared until the day of the wedding. 43 days until July 3rd. Travis just cleared his schedule. The Beer Bowl is off. The manifesting has begun again. And the man who launched an entire relationship by talking about Taylor on a podcast just gave away the wedding date on the same podcast without ever saying the words out loud. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.